Now is the time if you want to go to Costco and get some garden related stuff. And boy, I had gift cards from the last two Christmases burning a hole in my pocket. And every time I come to Costco, the garden seasoning is over there. So I wanted to make sure that I hit it this year. And I wasn't disappointed. They have so much here. It's crazy. Fruit trees, and they have sequoia redwood trees, and oh my gosh, I was going crazy looking at all of the beautiful plants they have. But I wanted to be a little practical and use these gift cards towards things that I really want in the garden. And I had to pass by a lot of stuff. But they had some great ranunculus planted in these pots, and they were really beautiful. And the calla lilies, so pretty. But not for me this year, maybe next year. And look at these flower bulbs. Oh my gosh. I was so tempted, but, oh, and the palms, love them. So pretty. But no, not today. They have some potting mix. It's a pretty good deal. But I decided I'd had enough potting mix, and so I skipped that too. And look at these. Are these not beautiful? Oh, I wanted some of those, but no. I'm not going to be home in May to take care of them, so I'm skipping those too. And here we go. Here's the ticket. This is what I'm looking for. I wanted to get some canna lilies because the ones that I have in the garden right now are leafing out. And so I know it's the perfect time to plant the bulbs so that I can actually see them this year as they flower. So they have a bunch of different assortment of bulbs, and I was tempted to get one of each, but I didn't have a gift card that big, so gonna have to skip all the rest of them. So I looked over those canna lilies. They have a big assortment. And this is a pretty good deal here. You get quite a bit for the $9.97, and these on the bottom are $13.99. And they have some really beautiful, beautiful plants there. Look at these. Caladiums are just gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah, I was tempted to get those, but I decided no. I wanted the canna lilies, so I started looking more at the canna lilies and all the different assortments they have, and they have quite a few. But I was tempted. You know I was tempted. And I gotta say, it was a difficult choice because they have so many different assortments of colors. But I did finally make a choice and got two of one and then one of this one. These are really pretty, and there's a lot of contrast between the different colors of bulbs, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's gonna be nice in the garden. And then liatris. Yeah, I wanted to get some of these too because I think these are gonna look so good with a lot of the succulents and cactus and whatnot I have in the garden. I think it's really gonna put a pop of color in there. And so I wanted to get some of the liatris too. I'm an utter failure at growing clematis, but I want it so bad in my garden. And when I saw this package that has some irises and clematis, I decided, what the heck, I'm gonna give it a try again. Sooner or later, I gotta be able to grow it, right? We'll see. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. And so I needed pots. And so I went over and looked at the pots. And these are a great deal. I'm telling you, $18.99. That's crazy. These are huge pots. Now these over here are the ceramic. They're more expensive. Those are like 50 bucks. But these resin ones, yeah, I'll get some of those. So I decided I want to get 3 of those. And I can plant my new canna lily bulbs in those, and so that's gonna work out great. And I wanted to check too, I put them in the cart and I wanted to check to see if there's drainage. So I took this off, and there's not drainage already in them, but it would be really easy to drill through that hole. And when I got them home, I did. I drilled holes, more than just that one, several. So it's got really good drainage. They have mulch, and look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I love the fountain. There's nothing like water features in your garden, and I've got several. I was really tempted, but no, not going to get that either. But yeah, they're really pretty. And if you didn't know, Costco does carry seasonal ornamental things like this, fountain and trellises and windmills and just different things for your garden. And they have hoses if you need them there and some attachments, but I don't need any of that because I have my trusty hose link, which I absolutely love. And then they do have fertilizer, and I wanted to look through to see what they have there. I've got some good fertilizer, but I did see this, the rose and flower care. Now, I've seen some people on YouTube that use this like once a year around their succulents, and so I'm going to try that and see if it keeps away all the mealies and different kinds of yucky bugs that like those succulents. This is really pretty, and I'm telling you, if you wanted a little bar outside, this is the ticket here. It's really cool looking, but yeah, I don't have a gift card for that amount. Garden trellises, they've got them. These are really cool looking. They have some trellises, and then I got some bamboo cane, and I've been making my own little teepee trellises and whatnot. This, though, I thought was cool. If I had a traditional hose and needed to roll it up, I would like this because it's really classy looking and it's really sturdy. I can't help but take lids off of things to take a look inside. It's really well built, and yeah, that would be a really nice addition if you have a traditional hose that you want to hide. Really pretty. And then this was a good option, I thought. If I wanted to do an herb garden like outside on my deck, I could do this. This is just about the right size for that, and it's made out of cedar, and so that's something that they have right now at Costco you might be interested in. This, I always use worm casting in my garden, in the vegetables and fruits, and even in my ornamental flower garden. Earthworm castings really help improve the soil, so I wanted to make sure I got a couple bags of those. And then one last look at the sequoia trees. So pretty. I do want to add some more fruit trees to the garden, but it's not happening this year. Doesn't keep me from looking though. There's some beautiful ones, good options, some apricots and lemons and just an assortment. Really something I do want to look into in the future is putting a little orchard in, maybe down on the hill. It gets quite a bit of sun there, so I think that'd be a good place, but I'm still mulling that over because that would require water that I'm not sure that I have to offer those. So I'm still thinking about it, not going to do it this year, but it is in the back of my mind. So I do want to look at these fruit trees they have at Costco. So for the $150 that I spent off of my gift cards, and I still have about $50 left, I can go back and get soil or something else in the future. But I got some earthworm castings, which I always use, so that's a little practical thing. And then I got these 3 resin planters, and those are good size. And then of course the bulbs that I was after to begin with. This is like my heart's desire. That's what I went for and I got. So I'm happy about that. Got them all put in the mulch mobile, ready to go home, put everything and packed it all away. I really feel like I got a lot for my money there. So great trip. Get to Costco.